I was gonna say serial killer.
No, he's...
I was fixing a car.
I see a man in that chair who could just as easily be on this side of the table.
And also, just for show, Councilman Livingston.
Man principle.
Relinquish it now.
You know the difference between right and wrong? And you have a moral compass. I knew before you told me that you got an American flag in your home, you probably got more than one.
Why does he look thin but still has a belly in that one scene?
You're a patriot.
I don't understand what's going on.
I don't either. It's just turned into a different movie. Bone Tomahawk.
Don't tell me my business. I do things direct, and I have a system. Minimum freedom. I'm not going to tell you anything you want to hear, and prison will give me plenty of time to look at guys I don't like.
I have no idea what the fuck that movie's about.
Nope. I did the Pittsburgh, Minnesota, obviously. Dewey. Idiots. New England, New Orleans, and Atlanta, Green Bay.
Oh, okay.
Those aren't. You didn't do any of those, right?
Nah. Oh, shit. Was I not supposed to cover the Vikings game?
Why would you cover the Lakers? Oh!
Yeah, right?
No, he was up.
I'll talk about the 49ers and Seahawks.
Do whatever you want, bro.
Okay, Brock.
I'll back you up, man. Whatever you want to do, man.
Cool, dog. So is Brand playing with us tomorrow? She texted me asking if Alicia was playing because you had a sitter lined up. And I said, no, she's playing next week.
What's all that?
The 4th, I mean. My questions, I was writing them down in the car.
Oh.
I was pretty busy today. I didn't get a chance to write them down.
We had a number of questions.
A number?
And
Yeah,
twits.
I can't look at them anymore because I didn't bring my phone.
Let me try to pull it up. You know, they do exist online.
What?
Yeah, this thing called Twitter. It's on the internet now.
Well, I mean, I take a lot of screenshots.
It's not just your phone. It's on the internet now.
Man, I wonder if he's trying to get a hold of me.
I'm sure.
Matt's probably having a baby and
sure.
trying to let us know.
I'm sure. No, you see, because he would also let me know.
It's true.
I'm sure nobody is trying to get a hold of you.
I know.
You're the problem. What is this? Why does Twitter have a different login page?
The Squidward? What? Oh, Twitter.
It has like a different login page or something. It's throwing me off.
Do you like ear scratches? You like that? Me and your ear. Mm-hmm. Bill Nye the Science guy. I was gonna go with cat, but that's fuck it, I guess. What's wrong, buddy?
What?
You look serious.
No.
Hey, we're not live or anything yet, are we?
Yeah, we've been like.
Well, we're not recording
Recording what?
the podcast.
I mean, we're live.
Yeah, but this doesn't good.
No.
I wonder how Jeremy watches us. Jeremy wants Kobe Flater, so I'm trying to orchestrate a bar and get Delvin Cook. He's considering it. Yeah. So right now it's Kobe Flater and Amir Abdullah for Delvin Cook and Cameron Brink.
And he's thinking about that?
No, I'm sorry, not Kobe Flater. Delaney Walker. I offered him Delaney Walker. Which is fine because he's like a 31-year-old person. And then I would get that, but then I would also have Dalvin Cook. His response so far was, Amir Abdullah and Dalvin Cook are essentially the same person. I'm like, sure. No, you can't.
Nope.
No, you couldn't.
First of all, no.
I
But
would-
you're like no, but then you're like whatever you wanna. Oh, Gary Barnage had a question of the day 4 hours ago. Question of the day is today's question of the day is if you could see your future, would you want to and why?
Maybe he should try to see his way onto a football team instead of tweeting.
Now we need to. Now the only interaction we can have for Gary Barnage is to answer his question of the day. Some of these celebrations are starting to get a little bit annoying.
A little excessive
Yeah.
and elaborate. I was watching some ESPN over lunch today, and they were doing. That was one thing they talked about. They had a segment of who's having the best celebrations. Who cares?
Hey, Gary Barnage had another question.
Oh yeah.
Which do you choose from my question of the day from yesterday? Would you rather get $100 an hour to not work at all?
Oh, I saw that.
To wait. $100 an hour not to work 1 year, or $125 an hour to work 40 hours per week.
$100 an hour to not work for a year.
Does he mean so after that year you would just work your normal stuff?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or $125 a year to work 40 hours a week until you want to quit?
When I read that yesterday, I didn't read the a year part. I just saw $100 an hour or $125 to work. And I was like, it's an easy question. I'd never work again if someone's going to pay me $100 an hour.
Yeah, it says $100 per hour not to work 1 year, or
Okay.
$125 per hour to work 40 hours a week. What? 125 per hour to work 40 per hour week. All right, Gary, you need to work on your question phrasing because that doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Are you ready to do this?
Yeah, I was trying to find some of our.
Did you see the Amber Alert that came out?
Yeah.
There's 3 kids,
Jeez.
ages 8, 8, and 4.
Okay.
That's the damn things.
I thought Joseph asked something on Twitter,
Oh God, what was it?
but he didn't.
Oh, I was talking about Ben McAdoo throwing Eli Manning under the bus.
Oh, he must have just retweeted that. But did he retweet it at us, or did he just retweet it,
I don't know.
or at one of us? Because when tweets and replies, maybe this is it. That's our tweets.
Your twit?
Twat.
Basically, McAdoo just said there was sloppy quarterback play, right?
No, it was on a. God, I don't remember.
Pretty sure I saw something where he said the quarterback play was sloppy.
I'll look it up because I was going to talk about that game anyway.
Oh, that's your deal then.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now I'm ready. You ready? Or you want to look that up first?
Yeah, we're good. We can go.
Welcome to Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse.
Hey guys!
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Juice Nation?
Hey.
What you juicing, Nation?
What's the juice, nation?
Jesse, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing
Fine?
I'm doing fantastic.
Yeah. You had a busy weekend. You ran. You ran a little bit.
Yep, I did the Vikings 5K, and I didn't tweet about it once, which I'm kind of weird about.
Yeah. I wanted to hear all about it, but I couldn't yesterday because you were sick.
Yep. Felt a little sick yesterday.
So how'd it go?
My sickness?
No, the run.
It was
I
fine.
mean, I guess your sickness too.
It actually felt really good, not the sickness.
Yeah.
The run. So basically, all you got to do to train for a 5K is run 2.3 miles one day. The next day, swim for about 15 minutes. The next day, ride your bike to about a mile to a volleyball location and play volleyball, and then ride your bike home.
Yeah.
And then on Thursday and Friday, do absolutely nothing. But make sure on Thursday and Friday you eat kind of bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boom, easiest
you-
5K.
Did you do better this year than you did last year?
I would assume so.
Yeah. Nice.
This year last year my mom, who I ran it with, pushed me pretty hard at the end, and I felt like crap afterwards.
Yeah.
This year I pushed her a little bit too hard, and she felt like crap,
Nice.
which made me feel like crap once again.
Nice job, buddy.
You know, Death Clock,
Uh-huh.
Metalocalypse.
Yeah.
About 2 minutes from the end, right when we were like coming around the front of the stadium, coming down to the end, a Death Clock song came on, and it just jacked me up.
Oh, you were listening to music
Yeah.
and running with your mom?
Well, I had one earbud in, and then mom
Oh, nice.
was next to me. She was doing the same thing. But yeah, it was the perfect song at the perfect moment, and it just carried me to the end. It was freaking sweet.
Right on, man. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You did it.
Proud of you.
Thanks. I did it. It was fun. And then we, basically, me and my family went out drinking
Nice.
the rest of the night. Watched the Iowa game, took a nap, and then went out drinking.
Yeah. And then, yeah, good. Oh, did you any chance to drink enough where you don't remember Sunday's game? I didn't
Nope.
drink enough to forget Sunday's game.
No, I didn't. It was a sad Sunday.
Yeah.
Pretty shizzy day
Yeah.
all around. Except for I watched my nephew, who I believe is in somewhere between 6th and 8th grade right now. I can't quite remember which one it is. But anyway, he was playing football on Sunday after the Vikings game.
Oh.
And I watched them play back in my hometown. That was kind of fun.
Did you want to jump in? Like, how bad did you want to jump in
Oh,
and play?
kind of
Yeah.
a little bit. I had a lot of aggression built up, and I was just thinking to myself, man, I could mow these kids up. And like they'd try to tackle me, I just like either jump over them or just plow right
Yeah.
through them. And then so it was fun. And there was a pick six to win the game. It was
Nice.
kind of cool. It ended up being a 6-0 game.
Oh.
But the pick six won it.
Oh, was it
But-
an impressive pick six?
It was actually.
Good.
I cheered pretty hard, a little bit too hard probably. Like I said, I had a lot of built-up aggression
Yeah.
at that point. Let's see.
I'm gonna go get my drink. You keep talking, buddy.
Well, I can't really because I'm talking to you.
Well, I'm still listening.
I'm still listening.
And Emily's in the studio
Emily's
listening.
still listening.
Studio. I'll be back in just a jiffy. I'm still listening. Love you, Juice Nation.
I don't. So, uh-oh. I'm alone. Oh, no.
Malone's.
Oh, no, I'm alone. Anyway, I don't even remember where I was at in the story. Something about a pick six.
Yeah. Well, I asked you if it was an awesome pick six.
It was an awesome pick six. Oh, yeah. So actually what happened is apparently like 8th graders don't play jack for time. And my parents left a little bit before the Vikings game was over and I kind of finished it. And then when I got to the game, it was just right at the end of the third quarter. I was like, ooh, whoops. I was like, I'll catch it probably,
Nice
you
job.
know, after the first quarter or something. But yeah, I came in and it was like the end of the third quarter already. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, they must not the announcer was this guy. I don't think he announces very much. It's a guy that graduated with my sister actually, but he goes at the very end. Some kid I think recovered a fumble and was running, or the other team from the other team, and he was kind of running the other way, and audibly over the microphone you could hear him go, "Oh shit." Because he thought the kid was going to break it.
Fantastic. Shut up! What are you drinking?
Oh, that's a good question. Nope.
Oh, is that some Buffalo Sweat with vanilla bean?
Nope, it's just Buffalo Sweat.
Oh.
Regular old car.
Oh.
Just a regular old car.
Yeah.
Tall Grass Brewing Company, though, same company, Buffalo Sweat, oatmeal cream stout, no vanilla bean, that's fine. We often hear from our fans who swore they'd never enjoy a stout until they tasted the chocolate espresso notes, creamy mouthfeel, and sweetness of Buffalo Sweat. Enjoy it on its own or in a beer float with vanilla ice cream.
Weird.
That's an excellent
That
idea.
actually, if I like beer, that actually sounds pretty awesome.
I've heard of stout floats. Actually, I think stout float is like a at Red's, a local restaurant. It's like one of the it's always one of the desserts you can get. You can make it at home for cheaper. Tallgrass, which is quickly becoming one of my all-time favorite brewing companies, by the way, because everything that I have from them is pretty much money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you drinking, you son of a Skippy?
Oh! I decided that since the Cowboys played like swill, I will drink swill. I had a little bit of orange juice left earlier this evening when I was cooking. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to mix some alcohol in with that orange juice. So I put a little Hawkeye vodka in there and some raspberry liqueur.
Okay.
And some cranberry juice. And I mixed it all up and I was drinking it down a little bit. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to drink at Jesse's. I know what I'm going to drink at Jesse's. So I put more Hawkeye in here, more cranberry juice, more raspberry liqueur, and shook it up. So that's what I'm drinking.
I was gonna say.
I'm drinking gut rot.
I was gonna say. I hope that something has miscolored that orange juice. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's not the color of orange juice.
Nope. Looks like beet juice.
Or blood orange juice.
Oh.
Oh.
Squeezed from fresh Florida oranges.
Squeezed.
Nice. Yeah.
Trade alert.
Oh.
Trade alert. Trade alert.
In our Pro Football Juice League?
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that trade.
My team, my ballsack hurts. Trades
My ball.
inspired.
I like to think of it as my ball, Zach Ertz.
I like to think
It's
of it
my
as,
ball, Zach Ertz.
I like to think of it as my ballsack hurts.
Yeah, I know. That's what I hope. But like for PC, like keep it kid friendly.
But-
My ball, Zach
But
Ertz.
this is actually the listener who changed it to this did it because of last week's podcast.
Sweet.
I think, or maybe it was the week before. I can't remember. Anyway, traded Sammy Watkins to Team Badonga Gronk for Joe Mixon. What do you think about them apples?
I think it's fine. I don't think it benefits either team because
Well,
like
I guess that depends on what either team looks like.
Yeah, I mean, so Sammy Watkins hasn't really done anything yet, but he just got traded. But he could, like, aside from Cooper Kupp, he could eventually. I mean, he could become Goff's favorite target. So he has a really high ceiling if he's healthy. And then Joe Mixon, once Jeremy Hill was finally done sucking, which it won't happen. I mean, like, he'll eventually move up into being the starter. So, like, both of them have high upside, but also, like, right now, I wouldn't start either one of them.
I think though, we have talked about it.
Excuse me.
This trade to me depends on need, really. Does my Balzac need a running back? Does Badonka need a wide receiver? If so, then that
Yeah, it
worked
works, yeah.
out. Here's the other thing. Do you think at some point, and I think we've discussed this before, if Joe Mixon starts to light it up a little bit, which he's seen a little bit of flashes of, then they'll consider just dumping Jeremy Hill to somebody?
Damn you. So I
Is this one of the quick hits?
It was going to be a question of
Quick
mine,
hit.
but now that
Knee jerk.
you know what, I've got some other questions, so I can just take it.
Or you can save it if you want. I don't give schnicks.
No, we're good. I think that they should try to trade Jeremy Hill because I think they could get something for him. And there are teams that could definitely use him. And I can think of 2 teams that could probably use him for sure.
What
One.
caliber player do you think that you could get for Jeremy Hill?
Are you talking about fantasy? I was talking. So you'd have to get a draft pick. I don't think you're going to get a player for
You don't
Jeremy
think
Hill. I don't think they need a player.
Huh? Well, I think
Maybe a lineman, offensive lineman.
Bengals definitely did, but you're not going to get a lineman for Jeremy Hill. And if you do get a lineman for him, it's not going to be a good one.
I don't think they'll try to go for a player. I think they try to go for a draft pick.
How high of a draft pick would you get for Jeremy Hill?
4th round pick. I think the Bengals would take a 4th round pick.
Could they get one?
I don't know. There's some running back needy teams. Like they've got running backs, but their running backs aren't doing jack.
Did you see freaking who was it? Oh God. Oh, who just did it? Oh, the Jaguars just picked up Ryan Nassib.
Yeah.
Because they're quarterback needy because Bortles. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, quarterback needy team. Let's pick up Ryan Nassib or whatever his name is.
He's worse than what you have now, Henny. And Henny's not good.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're gonna bench in what scenario do you think going to Nassib is gonna be better than anything?
You know, football players out there.
This is what I'm getting
That's
at.
gonna make Jeremy real happy that we bring it up again.
This is what I'm getting at.
No, I know. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And so Cap even came out and said that he wants to play. So that's not a thing because there people come out like, oh, how much does he actually want to play? Apparently he wants to play. And I think Brady said that he should definitely be on a starting. He should be on a 53-man roster.
Brady even came out and said that he admires him.
Mm-hmm.
He went out so far as to say when he was playing, he admired him.
Yeah. Let's take a sidestep. I know you weren't watching Sunday, but any chance you saw a screenshot of Tom Brady walking in to the Metrodome? Not the Metrodome. Superdome? New Orleans Stadium or whatever. The dude looked fly. He had these glasses on and a jacket, button up shirt, but down 3 buttons.
Yeah.
So he was showing some chest. Oh, he was looking fly.
This is why
Ooh.
heritage is up.
Which reminds me.
Yeah.
We need to do our.
Yeah, I specifically requested Brandon stay away. I wasn't. I'm not ready to see his stupid face.
He just got. Oh, did he get paid last week?
He got paid 2 weeks ago.
Oh, we already discussed it. I remember.
2 or 3 weeks. Yeah. I just don't need to see that smug bastard's
Well,
face.
that's fine. Are we not going to do this then?
Oh, we can do it.
Okay, we're doing it then. He recorded something special for us, just in case he's not here to do it. Live.
Yeah. He's stupid.
It's the Brandon McManus Man of the Hour with me, Brandon McManus.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you actually have one?
I do.
Oh, you really?
I do. But I don't know if it'll surprise anybody. I wanted to go. You know what? I'm not even gonna say I wanted to go with. Why don't you go?
Can I take a guess?
Of who I wanted to go with or who I went with? I wanted to originally go with DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yes! Oh! I was gonna say that.
So that
I
was.
wish I would have just said it.
So those weren't the 2 on my list. So that I have my man of the hour. I have my runner up, but then I have the person that I wanted to.
Yeah,
I
right.
wanted DeMarcus Lawrence because
I
he
know.
recorded 2 sacks, and then all of a sudden he got that penalty, which took a field
Yeah.
goal away and got a touchdown.
That's right.
And then they just got boat raced from there on. So I was like, well, can't name
yeah,
D-Lo.
that one was actually one of the 2 games I actually watched. Actually, well, not all of it either. I actually
Yeah,
watched
me
it
either.
on my way home from my hometown because it was on and it was free on the
Yeah.
Verizon thing. It doesn't take data,
Yeah.
so I just put it up, listened to it on the way. But yeah, I knew it when I saw him playing. I'm like, No, that looks like what. No, it looks like I know who Nick's
It
gonna
totally
pick.
would have been. If they would have won that game, it would have been. Absolutely. But instead, I went with Tom Brady.
No, that's weird because so did I.
I wanted to go Kareem Hunt because
I
he's
already
just
went Kareem Hunt.
because so I wanted to go
That's
Kareem
weird.
Hunt because I figure I honestly thought Kareem Hunt's the reason they won that game.
I assume it was.
It was.
It was.
I mean, he's looking freaking good.
Yeah.
2 games in,
He's just murdering everybody
Yeah.
in fantasy right now.
and they're good. They're good defenses that he's going up against.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. I kind of let's see.
God, I hope the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl.
Me too, but I do kind of wonder now. I'm a little bit afraid that we play the Chiefs now. I don't think we do. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to remember who's the AFC teams we play this year. I can't remember. Wait, who do we play first? Who do we play first? We beat New Orleans, and we got beat by.
Oh,
Are you okay?
oh,
Was that good? Is it that
it's so good.
good?
Oh,
We got beat by Pittsburgh. That means we're playing Pittsburgh, Baltimore team. Of course, we played Baltimore. 'cause they're
Baltimore.
good.
But then you've got the Bengals and the
Bengals
Browns.
Oh.
Anyway, so I went Tom Brady because Tom Brady was like, "Hey guys, guess what? I wasn't old. I just wasn't well prepared." He had 30 completions on 39 attempts, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He threw for 447 yards,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and this is without Danny Amendola, without Julian Edelman, and he even lost Gronk midway through the game.
If I could add to that a little bit, he had 9 yards rushing, so that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Actually, he had 177 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first 15 minutes of that game.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. We should also point out that he's playing the worst defense in the league. The Saints have the worst defense in the league.
No.
They do.
No.
Who?
It's not the worst defense in the league.
It's the worst defense in the league.
We could just do this by fantasy-wise if you wanted.
Okay. Who's the worst defense in the league then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, there were only 3 100-yard rushers this past weekend.
That doesn't surprise me. Running the ball is becoming nothing.
Do you know who they were?
Yard rushers?
Yeah.
Let's see. Kareem Hunt, obviously.
Nope.
What? He didn't have 100 yards?
Nope.
Oh! Carlos Hyde.
Yep.
I don't know. After that.
C.J. Anderson
Oh!
and
Doink.
Jay Ajayi.
Oh, yeah. He had a bunch. Yeah.
You know, so I was watching Red Zone all day. They barely touched on that game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, there wasn't anything to touch on, really, was there?
I mean the Dolphins won, but anyway. Did you find it?
Well, yeah, you're actually right.
Woo!
Get this, though. Oh, boy.
Is the Cowboys the second worst defense in the league?
No.
Okay.
But it's worse than what you even thought, I'm sure.
Really?
Saints has negative 13 fantasy points. And behind them is the Jets with negative 5. Dolphins 1, Bears 5, Colts and Giants both have 7. I had
That's crazy. The Giants.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so, but I don't really want to talk about the New Orleans game very much yet because you're talking about that, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyway.
Cowboys are actually above middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9.
Yeah, this week, not so much.
Oh wait, whoa. Never mind. Let me. I gotta double check this. That was available. Let's see if they actually are. Yep, they're the worst. The Patriots are second worst though.
Interesting.
Oh, this hurts my soul. So, Saints are negative 13. Patriots are negative 6. Jets are negative 5. Dolphins are 1. The Vikings are next with 3. And I think it's because they haven't really been. They've been holding teams, but they haven't gotten any turnovers, and they haven't been getting many sacks. But they've been holding teams, so they haven't been doing flashy. And they're still getting scored on because they're, especially this last game, because the freaking offense couldn't do jack squat.
Well, that's
Anyway.
what happens when you have Case Keenum as your quarterback.
Yeah, no kidding. When you're so when your starting quarterback, who probably had the best game of his career,
Yeah.
goes down with an injury, when last year he got the living F kicked out of him and didn't miss a game.
Yeah. Dude, I honestly think that's Sam Bradford. Like, because he got injured all the time with the Rams, and he never really I didn't think he got knocked out. Like last year,
somewhat frustrating.
well, last year we kept waiting. I felt like we kept waiting every game because he would just get murdered.
Every time he got hit, I was like on the edge of my seat, saying, "Please get up," and he did. And this year, he got hit like one time, got up and was fine, and he missed the next game, and I don't get it.
Yep.
Anyway, we have some news to talk about.
Oh.
Actually, all my news is basically a lot of injuries.
Yeah, you covered that. I left my phone, so I don't have my.
Okay. Okay. So Greg Olsen has a broken foot, and he's going to miss many games.
He got put on IR today.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That happened right before I got home today. That's real crappy. Plus, I don't really think Carolina's offense was clicking anyway.
Whose?
Carolina.
No, so we're not going to talk about this game, but I was watching ESPN earlier today, and you know how I feel about Adam Schefter. I think he's friggin' annoying. I don't know why.
Yeah, I like him.
I feel like he was raised watching Goodfellas, and that's how he tried to adapt his personality, but he was like, no, I'm going to be in the NFL, I'm going to talk about stories, and like, he's just so annoying. He annoys the piss out of me. But I was watching him today, and he said that, he's like, the Panthers are 2-0. They're a legit team now that they're back. They beat the Bills like 9-6. I don't think they're coming back from any. They didn't score a touchdown.
They haven't really showed anything
No.
to me to say that they're back. They're just beating games.
Cam Newton was that good.
They're beating teams that they should beat, but they're not doing it in a way in which you think they should.
Exactly. They don't really have much of a pass game. And he was talking about how they have a ground and pound attack. Neither one of their running backs are doing anything spectacular.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I don't think that they're the best team in the NFC South.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's gonna be a tough division with Tampa and Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, they're definitely not. I mean, Atlanta's the best team.
God, who's the other one in that division?
Yep.
Oh, that's not great.
Tampa, you nailed it. Good
Yeah.
job.
Tampa, Atlanta, Carolina.
New Orleans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they're not they're not winning that division.
Yeah, they're chumped out. Oh, freaking chumps! Yeah, I said it. Suck on it. Marshall Yanda is out for the season with an ankle injury.
Yeah.
That's
The
big.
hits keep coming to the Ravens.
But they don't care.
No, they're so
They
good.
just keep stomping people in the ground for some reason. They're such a mystery, such an anomaly to me. I don't understand them.
Nobody on their team, nobody on their offense. Like, I was listening to the podcast from last week, and I make the comment saying, "Yeah, Joe Flacco tore it up," and then I come out with, like, immediately after I said his facts, I'm like, I sounded like a freaking idiot because he's not tearing it up. No one on their offense is tearing it up. It's their defense that's winning them these games.
Oddly enough, I was looking at like fantasy players earlier today. I guess it's not oddly enough. I pretty much do that every day. But like Terrence West and Buck Allen are exactly right next to each other in fantasy points scored.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm like, that's weird. That seems weird to me. But they're both putting up actually quite good numbers. So I don't understand what's happening.
God damn it. I hate
I don't understand.
fantasy football now when it comes to running backs because there's only like 3 teams that don't have a running back by committee.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you one thing for sure. I'm about half and half as far as good and bad fantasy teams go right now. and I'm actually tied in one. I'm either 2-0, 0-2, or 1-0-1.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
so I'm really like I'm not doing. I feel like I'm not doing great. Some of my teams really suck. Like our Pro Football Juice League one, I think my team sucks.
Really?
And I thought it sucked last year too.
So I am 2-0, 1-1, 1-1, 0-2.
So you were right across the board too.
Yeah. That 0-2 one, I can't win to save my life. Like, I got clobbered this week. And the team's very similar to my Yahoo and my other leagues.
Huh.
Yahoo, I'm 2-0 in. Pro Football Juice, I'm 1-1. I got beat by Snowman by 1 friggin' point this week.
Oh man, my brother beat the snot out of me this week.
Would have been nice if Zeke had, more than
Yeah,
one
I have
point.
Zeke. Who in one of my leagues I have Zeke and Dalvin Cook. One of which got like 3 points, the other one got like 4. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
With this, like, it's like the Twilight Zone, and David Johnson's just out. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And those are like your ones that you gotta lean on, And now all of a sudden there's nobody to lean on.
Your brother's trying to trade Adrian Peterson to pretty much everyone under the sun, it sounds like.
He hasn't tried to trade him to me.
I guess it may be just him, just Jeremy and Alicia. No one's going to, or Danielle, I don't remember. No one's going to trade for Adrian Peterson.
No.
New Orleans isn't using him the way he should be used.
And they won't.
No. So it's kind of disappointing. It's kind of depressing that Adrian Peterson's going to spend the rest of his career riding the bench.
Maybe, but I think they.
You got a bubble in your throat there?
Huh?
Your bubble in your
Yeah,
throat?
I still do. Weird.
Yeah, you do.
It's up high. Can't get rid of it. But it's weird because. It's weird because. Okay, I got it. Wait, did I? Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
It's I had to do that to get it out. It was way high. But it's weird because I think the Vikings even tried to like get AP to stay, and they threw out a number to him that he thought was insulting. So he wouldn't do
If
it.
they had kept him, do you think they would have drafted Dalvin Cook?
Yes.
Okay.
Because even if they would have kept him, he would have been around like what, another a year maybe.
True.
And then if he got injured, it just
Man,
pretty
there's
much be
so
like,
many
"See
good
ya."
rookie running backs. It's the year of the rookie running back,
Oh,
man.
definitely. I was thinking it was going to be the year of the rookie tight end, but really, we haven't seen much out of this.
Evan
great
Ingram
tight
did
end.
a little bit last night, but
Yeah,
not
he caught a
much.
touchdown. Yeah, I don't think they're doing enough. Their passing game is so awful that they're not probably going to do enough to get him involved. I don't think.
Man, yeah. I don't want to talk about. I'll talk about that
Yeah,
game
right.
later, but
Okay.
Giants are bad.
Yeah, Vic Beasley is out at least a month with a torn hamstring, and that's after having a monster game.
Mm-hmm.
He was killing it out there. Garrett Bowles, left tackle for Denver, left on a cart, but apparently only
It's a
has
bone
a bone
bruise.
bruise.
Yeah, they thought it was serious, and then the next day it was
Sure,
just a bone
acted
bruise.
like it was serious.
Yeah, he was crying and stuff.
Yeah, that's
It's a bone
right. I
bruise,
did
guys.
see that. Weird. It must have felt really bad.
Yeah, I guess.
Mike Daniels left the game for the Green Bay. He's a defensive tackle. He
Green Bay got riddled with injuries.
Yeah, but it's only a minor hamstring injury apparently. And Jordy Nelson left, but he's 50-50 for next week with a quad injury.
And Randall Cobb with a shoulder injury.
Oh, that's right. I didn't hear anything about that. Anything else about that?
I think he's questionable or day to day.
They better.
Yeah, Devontae Adams is out there on the waiver wire gang.
I have him in one of the leagues,
Yeah, I doubt he's available.
and he had a boatload of points, and I had him on the bench.
Yeah, he had a touchdown and I think
Is it-
90 or
is-
99 yards.
Well, because he didn't do jack the last week.
Mhm.
So anyway, Corey Coleman broke his hand, which is weird because he broke his hand last year in week 2 as well. And last year he missed 6 weeks.
Oh, that is weird.
Yeah. So he'll probably miss another 6 weeks. Dallas is getting pretty frigged with injuries in their
Injuries, yeah.
secondary, especially.
Yeah, Nolan Carroll got a concussion, but it's not like he was stopping anybody anyway
A woozy?
before that happened. Yeah, he got injured.
and they had like what? They have 2 left on the roster or something.
Yeah. So at the point, there was a point at Sunday's game where the only corner that wasn't on the field, and there were 2 corners on the field, was Jordan Lewis. So they were down to 3 corners on Sunday that had to. So like Trevor Siemian picked them apart.
I'm not trying to be an anus about this, but they got to be the worst secondary in the league. Right?
Absolutely. You know what sucks? What sucked was seeing Brandon Carr get an interception for the Ravens
Yeah.
when that
Didn't see
bitch could
that.
barely do that for 4 seasons with the Cowboys.
Sometimes though, when people go to different teams, they're like
I know.
regenerated and all that crap. It
I
just sucks when it's-
really wish the Cowboys had tried to get somebody as a veteran corner or something.
Well, for instance, like Kadero Patterson, went and he's in 2 games with the Raiders. He's already had more yards on the ground than he did in like 4 seasons.
Yeah, no, it's
I
weird.
still don't think he'll do anything, but that's fine.
I don't think so either.
Robbie Kelly had a fractured rib.
Sorry,
I
I wasn't laughing at the injury. I was laughing at Bill.
Who did you? Yeah, that's right. People who are just listening think that Nick hates Fat Rob. Nick, why do you hate Fat Rob so much?
I ended up starting Thomas Rawls, so it didn't. It was all a mistake.
What did he have? Yeah, I was gonna say,
0.
it was funny because when you said that, we were going through whether you should start Rawls or Fat Rob, and then I was like, well, you pretty much got
You
F'd
know-
either way.
You know who I didn't even factor in that I should have started? Amir Abdullah.
Did he do anything?
Yeah, he had like 85 yards, and I think I don't know if he had a touchdown. or
You
not.
should have just picked up Chris Carson.
Yeah, he's gonna be a squeezer. He's a squeezer.
Yep, I'm gonna write him as a squeezer. What's that? I don't know why I have to write it. We just told you. But anyway, Jordan Howard left the stadium after the Bears game with his right arm in a sling.
he was questionable to even be in that game. Tariq Cohen didn't do anything.
This is annoying to me because it's another player that I had a 3-headed monster with Elliott.
Mrs. Home?
With Elliott, somebody else, and Jordan Howard in my flex spot, and I thought I was flying
Yeah.
freaking high. And then Tariq Cohen starts taking away Howard's thing. He doesn't do jack, and now he's got his arm in
Yeah.
sling.
That sucks.
Hi, Brad.
Hey, Brad!
Hey, Brad.
Jesse's Brand is home.
This is Brand. Brand, come here and look at the camera and wave to everybody.
Wave to nobody who's watching.
Actually, Indy Hawk's watching.
Well, she hasn't said anything in a while. Indy Hawk, you still there? You drinking anything? I mean, you got a kid. I figure you're drinking.
Yeah, what are you drinking? It's on a delay, Brand, so don't look confused.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's continue.
Nailed it.
Should we talk games or questions? Or oh wait, are you done with?
I had two things.
Okay.
2 more things. Kaiser left the game with migraines.
Yeah. Kevin Hogan looked pretty good.
Did he?
He threw a touchdown. Yeah,
Wow.
he drove him down and threw a touchdown.
Wait, why is Kevin Hogan second? What happened to friggin' Kessler?
He got demoted under Hogan.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. What happened to him?
I don't know.
So Kaiser,
He looked decent last season.
Yeah, that's
I
what
mean, like
thought.
for a rookie who no one thought would do anything, he
Kevin
really didn't look bad.
But apparently he has migraines, and that was known to Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
And guess who else played that little dance?
Percy Harvin
He did, and we all know how that worked out.
retired.
He was
And
great
then-
for
and then
us
unretired.
until he wasn't, and then he went to and then he didn't do anything. Sam Bradford is day to day with a bone bruise. It's not a tear or anything, which we have feared, and they were being really candid about this for some effing reason. But Sam Bradford's day to day with a bone bruise. You ready for knee jerkers?
Yeah, there were a lot of bum bruises this weekend. Oh, there
Yeah.
were two.
Well, that's more than usual.
It's weird.
Usually it's just, oh, she's going to bed.
Oh,
She
the kid
needs to
went to
go
bed.
get drunk because
Get a
Oh,
drink.
well, man,
She needs to
which-
get a drink.
she needs to get freaking ham. She needs to get piss hammed.
All right, knee jerk reaction question, you dick.
Hey, by the way, did she see Bill?
Oh, Bill's gone now. But
But
yeah,
he was here.
Jesse, I got a question for you.
Okay, shoot.
Does AJ McCarron start over Andy Dalton at some point this season?
If
Oh wait, is Emily gonna roll with the bell?
Oh, I'm on it.
She's
Okay,
on it.
awesome.
Yes, if Andy Dalton gets injured.
You think that's the only reason? The only time?
Yep.
Andy Dalton's been playing pretty piss poor.
Yeah, but so's the whole team. I wouldn't just put it on him. Plus,
Okay.
they fired their offensive coordinator,
They did.
which they think is the problem.
So
Obviously.
if let's say the new offensive coordinator comes in and nothing changes, would you be surprised if they? I mean, so for what I heard, they were offered trades for AJ McCarron in the offseason and they declined them all.
Mhm.
So obviously they see something in him. I think we see him at some point this season
Yeah.
start over a healthy Andy Dalton.
I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't be insanely surprised, but I don't know.
Your turn.
Okay. Let's just go ahead and say that Sam Bradford keeps getting injured or misses more games, and we hit about week 6 or 8 or whatever, and Bridgewater comes back and is healthy. Does he start?
Is Bradford hurt?
If Bradford injuries continue.
If Bradford's injuries continue, and if he's not playing through him, I think Teddy has a chance to reclaim a starting job.
Let's just say they
It's a-
activate
it's a-
Teddy. Bradford is injured that same week. You got Keenum and Bridgewater coming back. And that's
I
it.
think Keenum starts, but then Bridgewater the following week if Bradford's still dinged.
But why?
I don't think you want if he's activated. It would also depend on the
What
practices.
depends on this week compared to that week?
It depends on the practices. If he's activated, he could be activated off the pup, but not practice fully for a week or two after.
That's true.
So like that's why I feel like they could have a game buffer to make sure and if they get up, it all depends who they're playing. So if they're playing the Browns that week, I could see them playing Case Keenum for the first few quarters, getting up a lot, and then be like, all right, Teddy, let's see how you're doing, see how you're feeling.
That's not really how their offense operates, but I see what you're saying. They don't just get up by a lot and say, hey, it's not really the high-powered offensive thing there.
Okay, well, she dinged us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Go for it, Slippy.
Is Carson Palmer done as a starting quarterback? Do you think he's seen his best days?
Yeah.
Done?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, okay. Sorry. Do you think that they can win a playoff game or even go to the playoffs? I'll change my question. Do you think can the Cardinals go to the playoffs with Carson Palmer?
Not without a healthy David Johnson.
I like that answer.
If they have a healthy David Johnson, they have a shot. Because then at that point, I feel like Carson Palmer would just need to manage a little bit more. But with it squarely on his shoulders, I don't see it happening.
I also don't think that they have much of the receiver depth.
And
like Larry Fitzgerald is ageless and still catching everything that's thrown at him. But like J.J. Nelson, I guess he's starting to come on a little bit. John Brown's always injured, and then who else? Like who
was this? Jay something else.
Oh, Jerron Brown.
Yeah, Jerron Brown. They were like a lot of no-name receivers.
I think this is Carson Palmer's last year.
I could definitely see it, but they haven't done anything to back him up.
No, they don't have a backup quarterback.
Maybe
Yeah,
they should go after Andrew Dalton. Seattle will not win over 8 games.
I agree.
I don't think they're very good.
I don't think they are either. And I have them. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna talk about that game. Their offense can't move the ball.
Mm-mm.
They have one of the worst offensive lines in the league. Their defense still plays lights out, but their defense. How much is their defense gonna hold up when the offense isn't doing jack shit?
Right, they're just gonna get. They're gonna get more worn out as the season goes
They're gonna
on.
get tired, and then they're gonna start calling out their offense, and then their offense is gonna call out their defense, and they're just gonna get bickery.
This season could cost Darrell Bevel his job. Offense coordinator.
Yeah,
That's pretty much all I
that's a good question.
Shoot.
Should wait for the bell. True or false? I have a true or false question.
Oh.
And you can elaborate after. The Lions are the best team in the NFC. I wanted to ask you this question so
The
badly.
NFC?
In the NFC.
No,
I can't say the
false.
football. I mean the football. The league.
I was thinking NFC North, but false.
Really? Who's the
False.
best team in the NFC?
Atlanta.
I disagree.
To be the best, you have to beat the best.
I don't think they're the best.
That's the same logic that I use.
I know, but
with-
they
with
also got
the
round.
Chiefs.
They got piss pounded in the Super Bowl, and they almost got beat by the Bears on the road last
Who
week.
got piss pounded in the Super Bowl?
Atlanta.
They didn't get piss pounded.
Ah,
They just lost.
it's
well,
pretty embarrassing to have
It's
that many
embarrassing.
unanswered
Yeah, but
points.
they were up 28-3 to begin
Okay,
with.
that's okay.
I mean, I don't think the Lions would have been up 28-3 on the Patriots. I don't think they would have even been close.
No, it would have been reversed, and they would have came back and won.
No, it would have been reversed, and they wouldn't have won.
I think it's very possible that the best team in the NFC.
No, they're not balanced enough. The thing I like the most about Atlanta is that they're balanced on offense and defense.
I don't think Atlanta is going to cut it. I don't think they'll make it. I know. I definitely don't think. I definitely know they won't make it to the NFC Championship game.
Well, that's a bold statement.
Belch.
Kansas City is the best team in the NFL.
In the NFL, huh? Oh, I don't know. Oh,
Who's better?
I know.
Who could beat them?
I can't say the
could
Patriots
beat 'em?
because they
didn't
beat
beat
the
'em.
Patriots. Yeah, I would agree with that right now. I can't wait for the Raiders and Chiefs to play each other. Like I'm freaking excited
That'll be good.
because then we can have this conversation again. But yeah, I think right now I could agree with you.
Here's the thing. Even in a lot of power rankings, they are not getting much love, like at all. Patriots are still above them, and
Yeah.
one it's them, and then two is the Chiefs. Like I've seen the Steelers over them. Like seriously, people are not taking into consideration they beat the freaking Patriots.
Mhm. Hey, that's fine, man. Fly under the radar.
Yeah,
But that's what the
Which
Chiefs
is what they did
do.
last year. too.
Yeah. Should the Giants or Cardinals trade for a running back? This was kind of my Jeremy Hill
Mhm.
question.
Mhm.
These are the two teams that I feel like could use a running back over anybody. Should they trade for a running back?
I feel like maybe the Giants should because they don't have anyone,
Absolutely not.
and they don't have anyone waiting. Whereas you can't really trade for a starter if you're Arizona because you have a starter. He's just injured.
hmm
You probably just have to roll with what you have right now, and then things will be better.
Yeah. Chris Johnson looks pretty decent.
Yeah.
He's I guess starting. It sounds like he might be
He's
claiming
moving up the chain.
yeah.
Said by his agent.
Yeah. Okay. I think the Giants should absolutely make a trade for a running back.
But they have so many problems besides running back.
I know, but
It's
Paul
just-
Perkins isn't getting the job done, so they can't run the ball, which means that they can't throw the ball.
Right. I mean, it's just the offense is completely horrible. This one might make you mad. I couldn't really think of anything, another way to say this sentence, so I'll just say it. Ezekiel Elliott is a crybaby and is bad for team morale.
Is there a question?
It's a yes/no
Oh.
answer.
Can I roll this in with my question? Because I had a Zeke question.
Okay.
Should Ezekiel Elliott get benched or docked pay for one game for giving up on the team on Sunday? So we can kind of combine these questions.
Yeah.
I don't think I think he was down and he wasn't used to playing so horribly. So I think he just got. I don't know.
Still not good.
I don't
mean,
think
it's
he's a
not
ba- I don't think he's a baby. I think it's a combination of like all the shit that's weighing on his head.
Yeah,
But
being a baby.
so is I don't know. I'm upset. I think he should. I think Jason Garrett should make him not. I think he should bench him for at least the first half or all of the Cardinals game.
I don't think it will.
Emily, we're gonna take a little bit longer on this since I can two
Yeah.
questions.
Well, I don't. Yeah, maybe another. Start the timer over.
Yeah, sorry, man.
But I do think that
Don't yell at me.
I think that maybe he is acting badly, and I don't think any thing will happen.
I hope something happens.
but I don't think.
Jason, I know. I don't think it will either.
I don't mean this in a necessarily a bad way, but I think Jason Garrett is a little bit spineless.
I go 100%
You know what I
spineless.
mean?
He's the only reason why he's still. It's the only reason why he's still the head coach. Jimmy Johnson should never have left that team, but he stood up to Jerry Jones, and Jerry Jones was like, well, we can't have that. So let's bring in spineless puppet Garrett after Bill Parcells, because Bill Parcells was doing the same thing.
Was it? Well, where did Switzer fall in there? Was Jimmy Johnson then Switzer and then Garrett?
No, because there was Bill Parcells, Wade Phillips, and Jason Garrett.
Wait, what? Oh, Bill Parcells way back in the day. And
Not
then
way
was it-
back in the day.
Well-
with Romo.
What?
Yeah. Bill Parcells, like, founded
So was
Tony
Jimmy
Romo.
Johnson and Switzer before Parcells?
Yeah.
So Parcells came back as his last hurrah.
Yeah, he came out of retirement to.
That's
retirement.
where I was going. Yeah, and Zing was in there.
But I think he should either get benched or docked one game.
I would like to see that, but it won't happen.
Could you imagine like the message that would send to the rest of the team? Be like, we're gonna bench the starting running back and accept the consequences that comes with,
Maybe they'd be like, man, he didn't do shit anyway.
because he just gave up.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I didn't see it, but it's been all over the news.
Yeah.
You want to go or you want me to go?
You can go. I kind
Um,
of hijacked that question.
what is the best 0-2 team out there? The Giants, New Orleans, San Diego?
San Diego. Of those three teams, it's San Diego. The Giants, their offensive line is terrible.
Cleveland?
And they're no. I like the face though. That was a good face. New Orleans, they're such a dysfunctional mess. It's embarrassing. But the Chargers, I feel like the Chargers have something. They're 0-2, but they've also got a new head coach. They look good at times. They're just trying to just put it back together, like just trying to piece it all together.
Yeah.
So I think the Chargers are the best team of those three that you mentioned. What about you? What do you think?
No.
Okay.
I suppose I can go San Diego as well. It's hard to go against Drew Brees, though.
For the Saints, who's the problem? Sean Payton, their offensive coordinator, or their defensive coordinator, or is it a whole team problem?
I think maybe for once in his career, Drew Brees isn't able to win games on his own anymore.
Mm-hmm. Well, they took away all of his weapons.
Fine. Well, no. What it is they've been taking away his weapons for years.
Yeah.
They finally took away too many weapons.
Yes. Yeah. And like they didn't. When we say they, we mean management. But management didn't take away Willie Snead. That was
Willie Snead.
Willie Snead being an idiot. But like Michael Thomas is pretty much their only threat. They've got Kobe Fleener, but how much of a threat is he? He's no Jimmy Graham.
If you have no offensive line,
Yeah.
I mean, and you have no defense, I mean,
They
they
just
can't
took away all his
put
weapons,
away.
man.
They can't put up the points that they previously could. I mean, they tried to go ahead and get a three-headed running attack that's gonna kill everybody, but their offense is so pass heavy
Yeah.
that they don't have a scheme to fit all of them in the way that they need to do to win games.
It kind of makes me feel bad for Drew Brees because, like, this is how he's going to end his career. Like, not with a great win. It's just a whimper because...
Well, two legends are gonna go down with a whimper.
I know. They're going to go down because of the friggin' Saints.
Yeah, they were like, well, Breeze can't really pass that much anymore. I think we know that he's getting older, so we're gonna do this three-headed monster offense.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. A three-headed running attack monster can't come from behind and win games for you. It's put up a bunch of points, which is what we need to do because we have defense.
Jesse, true or
Weird.
false? The Rams will win the NFC West.
You're gonna have to remind me of the NFC West.
Cardinals, Niners, Seahawks.
Oh man, what a dumpster fire!
Yeah.
Wow.
The Rams got beat by the Redskins. Yes, but like that. So Jeremy was texting me about how the fact that he was like, maybe I've got the Rams all figured out wrong because the Redskins are really putting it to him. They didn't really put it to him, but you got to remember, Sean McVay started like he just spent the majority of his career with the Redskins, no team is going to know Sean McVay more than the Redskins.
I think vice versa too.
Yeah, agreed. But I think what Sean McVay and Wade Phillips are doing with the Rams is pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Because Goff looks like a completely different quarterback from last year.
Oh man, Seattle's probably gonna turn. You just got. I feel weird taking Seattle out of it though.
We gave her too much power with that bell.
I thought you're still on your questions.
I feel like it's hard to take Seattle out of it after they've been dominant for so long.
So you're saying false?
I'll say true. Screw it.
I also say true. I think the Rams have a chance to win the division. Do you have another question?
I do not.
I have one more.
Okay.
Why hasn't anyone signed Gary Barnidge?
I don't know, man.
Like, there are tight end needy teams, and no one has signed him.
I mean, so basically that 1 year, 2015, was his best year by far.
Mm-hmm.
2016, he didn't do anything again, and he really didn't do anything before then. So maybe people are just like, man, he had a good year. Great.
Yeah, like I feel like if
he was like 30, he's like 31.
the
This year.
Texans could use him, the Ravens
Well, the
could
Texans
use
definitely
him.
use him because they don't have anybody.
Even then, honestly, I think the Niners could use him. Yeah, the Niners have George Kittle, but Kittle keeps getting injured. He is injury prone.
I don't know. Maybe Barnes doesn't want to play anymore.
Maybe not. That's what I've started to wonder. I don't know.
Maybe we should tweet him.
We should. We got plenty of time. We can be on the podcast now.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I think that, well, you stupid prick, I think that does it with our knee-jerk reactions.
Yeah, you penis.
Because of knee-jerk, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
guess what?
What?
You'll never believe this.
Chicken butt. What?
We are already 52 minutes into our
Holy
podcast.
titties. Okay. Well, I've pretty much already talked about some of the games.
Well, let's do this. Let's switch it up a smidge here.
Smidgen?
Let's do the game picks. And maybe get into these games a little bit more than we might normally. And then see if we even have any time to get into the games afterwards.
I like
'Cause we
that.
never do this.
Yeah.
We always are like, whoa, crap, go through the games and picks.
Yeah.
So this is what we're going to do. Is that juice worth that squeeze? Squeezers. Let's see. I have Chris Thompson.
So, I think a lot of people are going to jump to get Chris Thompson. But Jay Gruden said today that Chris Thompson is a little guy, so they don't want to give him too many touches because they don't want to hurt
Have
him.
you seen his fantasy output?
I know. He's killing it. He's only touched the ball like 13 or 17 times, but he's had 3 amazing
That's
touchdowns.
crazy. Lions defense.
Interesting.
We need someone because they're actually scoring quite a bit. Chris Carson, aforementioned Chris Carson, Seattle Seahawks. He seems to be getting the most yardage.
You're going to have to check my name here, but Rashard Higgins for the Browns.
He was a rookie last year.
So he's now listed as a starter. Kenny Britt is supposed to be the starter, but he isn't playing like he actually wants to play. So he would be good. He would be a better pickup because with Corey Coleman on IR.
J. Nelson is actually putting up good numbers despite both Carson Palmer and that Orphan offense. Litter box. I don't know why they're going.
That is aggressive.
One of the cats is going absolutely apeshit.
Yeah, dude.
In the litter box.
I just had a thought. Greg Olson's on IR. You know what tight end is out there in Carolina? Gary Barnidge.
Gary Odiferous Barnidge. Jermaine Curse. That's my last one.
Really?
Oh, but it's because I'm just going off of who's available in our
Oh.
league, and these were the best that are available currently.
Yes.
You go to like Roto World and they're like, hey, if you're out there, you might want to. Maybe Chris Johnson.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, if he's available, you might want to pick up Jordan Howard for the Bears. And I'm like, he's not available. He's not going to be available in anybody's league.
Yeah.
That's why I always get pissed off when I watch like Roto World like things. Is like, hey, in this league, you might want to pick up so and so. I was like, he's never there.
Yeah. Eddie Hawk says that it sounds like the microphone is right in their litter box.
Oh, did you hear that?
That was, I think that was Bill.
It was Bill.
Bill, how's your poop?
He's like, I don't give a F when I'm in that litter box. That's my litter box, bitch. All
All
right, let's do.
Week 3?
Let's do. Yep. Say what pick of the weeks. No, that's not anything.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to do it. I'm sorry.
Say what? Oh, you have got to be kidding me. No. Pick of the week.
Yeah.
Nah,
My say what pick of the week, if you don't mind me going,
go for it.
is this makes me feel weird after all we've said today. I said Tennessee's gonna beat Seattle, but now I feel weird about that pick,
How is that a say what pick of the week?
which is exactly what I knew you were just gonna say.
Seattle's 0-2. No, they're not.
No,
They're
they're not.
1-1. Yeah, they're 1-1. They beat the Niners.
Who beat them?
Packers.
Okay.
That's a stretch.
It is kind of a stretch. See, this is the weird thing about like.
I'm
this-
looking at these games, man. There aren't a lot.
Well,
of say what
here's the
pick of
weird thing
weeks.
about this season. I mean, what do we go off of? Last year's stats?
I know.
Because it's only 2 games in the
I
season.
know.
Like, and I was like, well, if you look at last year, then yeah, this would definitely be one. But like this year, it's 2 games.
Yeah. See, I'm going off this year for my pick.
All right, who is it?
I'm gonna pick the Niners to beat the Rams.
See, because the Rams aren't that.
See, now you're judging me for mine.
I know exactly, but you judged me for mine, so why can't I just?
It's because you picked a 1-1 team to beat a 1-1 team.
Well, what did you pick?
An 0-2
You-
team to beat a 2-0 team. 1-1 team. 2-0. 0-2 team to beat a 1-1 team.
Oh,
They're
that
shitty
is
picks.
so
Jesse,
much
there's nothing on
different.
it. in
Oh,
the-
you say that after I
What
you
did you
bashed
do?
me for mine. It's easy for you to say that after you bash me for mine.
Yeah. So you're sticking with that one?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck
Okay.
what you say.
Oh.
That's fine.
Oh, that's fine. I'm sticking with the Niners to beat the Rams.
I'm sure you are.
I think it would be an upset.
I don't really think it would be.
Probably not.
I mean, if you look at last year, it'd be like ooh, this crappy team's gonna beat the crap out of this other crappy team.
You could have picked
Who
the
gives a
Vikings to beat the Bucks if the Vikings are going to start Case Keenum.
No, well, I mean, I guess I could have. I already have them to beat them, but I don't know if Bradford is starting. I don't think that's the same with Lee. think
I
that's
know.
just a pick.
I know it depends on who's starting.
So I didn't want to take that chance.
Anyway, well.
Lattimore versus Jacksonville.
Oh boy.
He was violently loud.
I think Jacksonville.
I have Baltimore because
Hell, this could even be a
they're
single
the
pick
dark
of the week.
they're the dark wizard of the NFL right
Yeah,
now.
they are.
No one quite knows where they got their power or where it originated. They just kill people.
Well, that would make sense. Ray Lewis was on that team.
Yeah. Well, he just assists.
Yeah, that's true, and then he'll cover it up.
Cleveland,
I hate you, Ray Lewis. I'm
Cleveland
just throwing that
versus-
out there.
Cleveland versus Indianapolis.
Oh God, this is a garbage game. Cleveland gets their first victory.
That's strange because I also have Cleveland winning because Indianapolis. Sorry, Indy Hawk, but Indianapolis sucks.
I will.
They're horrible.
I will say that Jacoby Brissett did make them look better.
It's kind of like you see Cleveland's always on the bottom, but they always seem to like try to work their way up. It just never really happens. Indianapolis just keeps on trying to do things to make themselves worse.
Yeah. You know, even though they won this week, I still get this overwhelming feeling that Pagano's gone in like 3 or 4 games. That dude is going to get so fired. Anyway.
Wait, they didn't win. They got beat by Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
They're winless. They're not going to win without luck.
Yeah, that's right, because they lost in overtime to an interception, I believe.
I don't know, but it just proved that A, Arizona sucks, and B, Indianapolis
Sucks
will not
harder.
win a game without. This would be their only game that they could possibly win without luck, and I don't think they're going to win it.
Yeah. I don't think they will either.
See,
Yeah. They did look better.
Huh?
They did look better.
well, yeah, it's hard not to. Giants versus Philadelphia.
Oh, Philly is going to beat the bejesus out of the Giants.
Yeah, I agree.
The Giants looked really bad. They have no offensive line. Their wide receivers don't have enough time to get open
Why-
because of the offensive line.
why
And
did
Eli
they
Manning
even-
isn't getting any better.
Why did they even bother bringing in Brandon Marshall so he could end his career with an absolute blip?
Yeah. He's still getting that one catch a game to keep that streak alive.
They're not using him.
No, they're not. He doesn't target him. He targets. Last night I saw him target, I think 3 or 4 receivers, and not one of them was him. It was like Sterling Shepard, Odell, Evan Ingram, and then some dude that I had never seen before. Some other rookie.
I don't understand.
How do you think?
Did they consult Eli Manning and Manning said, no, I don't want Marshall?
I think Eli Manning's. I think his career is coming to an end too.
Could be. I mean, everyone expects him to have the longevity of Peyton, but
They don't have a backup. They don't have a replacement for him either. Geno Smith is their backup quarterback.
yeah,
He's not the answer.
it's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
My Lammies versus the Jets.
Miami.
I have Miami as well.
No
because the
discussion
Jets
needed.
are bad. Denver versus Buffalo.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm gonna have a hard time picking against Denver probably all season after what they did to the Cowboys.
Yeah, I know. Denver.
And honestly, Buffalo didn't look very good.
Dallas's defense made Trevor Siemian look like Tom Brady. It won't happen again. Like Simeon, I don't think will look like that again this season.
Well, the Jets. New Orleans versus Carolina.
They play the Bills,
Well, yeah. What did I say? Oh, see,
Jets, but they will play the Jets, won't they?
They will. Will they?
They play the Bills, same division.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily how that works.
Yeah, not all the time. Sometimes. Anyway, whatever.
Like the Vikings play the Cardinals and the Cowboys actually quite a bit, but they're not. It's not always because of
Yeah.
and the Saints too.
Yeah, I know. Like the Cowboys and Packers always play each other, but they don't always play the Vikings, Lions, and Bears.
Yeah, for some reason they just throw these games in. There's some formula to those games too, but I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, it's called the ratings.
Carolina versus New Orleans.
Ooh, you know what? I was actually thinking about. Can I change my say-what pick of the week?
What? Okay.
So I still think the Niners are going to beat the Rams. But my say-what pick of the week, I'm going to go with the Saints beating Carolina. It makes sense because the Saints are 0-2, Carolina's 2-0. So if I'm going based on this year's performance alone, and not last year.
I mean, I don't know how much it matters because like they're both slop teams. They were horrible last year,
Mm-hmm.
and
I don't think the
it's
Panthers.
not looking that great for either one of them this year either.
I don't think the Panthers will get back to that 2015 season.
It's not looking that way. It's definitely not looking.
Cam Newton just doesn't look healthy.
Yeah.
He doesn't look right.
It's almost looking like a fluke season.
Yeah.
Do you want to change it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have the Saints beat Carolina. That'll be my save-up pick of the week. Hey, thanks, man.
You're welcome. Come on, you skis.
Hey, Bill. Bill's back. He's just there on the floor.
Carolina. Pittsburgh versus Chicago.
Pittsburgh.
I agree.
Glennon still doesn't look like terrible. He threw a couple picks.
No, but why wouldn't you just put Trubisky in right now? I read an article saying, it was like a power rankings, I don't remember which one it was. It said, they know they're not going to win the Super Bowl. What's the harm in throwing Trubisky right now? There is one harm, actually. He could get murdered out there.
Yeah.
But other than that,
I don't know.
just do it.
You don't think John Fox? I don't think John Fox is on a hot seat, do you?
How should I know? They gave him a crap team, and he's done nothing with
It's
it.
true.
If he was on the hot seat, I feel like we would see Trubisky. Like if you start, it's kind of like what Bill O'Brien did with Watson. Start to feel the heat a little bit, do something brash, like throw your rookie in there.
Yeah, Bill O'Brien's gonna definitely get fired.
That team sucks too.
Yeah. Oh boy, that division is just a dumpster fire.
It is. I mean, Tennessee, and I predicted Tennessee, you predicted Jacksonville, but I think Tennessee's just going to roll over this division.
Yeah, and I think DeMarco Murray's gonna lose the starting job eventually to Derrick Henry.
He's definitely losing it a little bit. He got a little dinged up.
Yeah, I saw a report that even if DeMarco Murray is healthy, Henry will most likely outsnap him.
I can see it.
I mean, that's why they signed Henry.
Picked him up.
He ran well on Sunday.
Well, good for him. So, well done. Atlanta versus Detroit.
Detroit.
I picked Atlanta. You know what? This is weird because we talked about this. Who's the best team in the NFC? I picked.
That's awesome.
Atlanta, you picked
That is
Detroit.
awesome. And now we get to find out, everybody.
That is interesting. Tampa Bay versus Minnesota. I picked Minnesota game of the week. That's because they're going to win it this time. And I don't know who's going to be their quarterback. And I don't give an F.
I'm gonna pick Tampa Bay. Either quarterback.
Because Jameis Winston's going to be like, I don't know what to do with the ball. Oh, let's throw it to the Vikings secretary.
Hey,
Go.
Why
Pick
does
six.
everybody have the Bucks so high on power rankings?
I don't know. Hard Knocks.
Is that why? They're ranked as like a top 10 team, man.
Let's not go crazy.
People are high on the Bucks, and I don't know
Let's
why.
not go crazy. When does Doug Martin come back?
Week
Next week?
5.
No, because he had one game taken off already.
It was
So last year.
4-game suspension, but because of the week 1 bye, he's not eligible to return until week 5.
It should be 4 then.
I saw week 5 a couple
Wait a
weeks
second.
back.
Wait. He had a 4-game suspension, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he already took 1 game from last year, so that means he has 3 games left. So it's really 2, 3. No, you're right. We'll be fine. That's what he said. Why do you keep yelling at me? Houston versus New England.
I wonder, maybe Houston.
This would be
This would be a
basically
huge
the
Say What
only
Pick of the
Say
Week.
What Pick of the Week that's in this whole thing. To be honest, if we're gonna, well, technically, is it a 1-1 team versus a 1-1 team, or has Houston lost both games? I don't remember.
Houston's 1-1.
So it's not a Say What Pick of the Week.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a team versus another team. And this is what I'm talking about. That's why you can't go off these rankings.
I know.
The season's rankings.
Hey, you're the one who wants to do Say What Pick of the Week.
You are. Seattle versus Tennessee. This is my Say What Pick of the Week.
Seattle what? Tennessee? Tennessee. I think will win.
Cincinnati versus Green Bay. This one's a little bit interesting, but Cincinnati's been so bad.
You know, I think Cincinnati turns it around.
This could also be a Say What Pick of the Week.
Because it also depends. So, like,
Green Bay's
they
really
could have a new
good.
spark with the offensive coordinator, and if Green Bay really is down Randall Cobb and Jordy Nelson for this game, like, Aaron Rodgers is good, but he's not that good where you take both his weapons away and he can still make it happen.
I don't think that I don't think that both of them are gonna be out, right?
I don't know.
Probably not.
We really won't know until Friday.
But this is like one of those. They're gonna come back banging on all cylinders because they got that extra pep from their OC being fired and there's a new guy in town,
Possible.
blah, blah, blah. I'm picking Green Bay.
Okay.
Oh shoot, you picked Cincinnati. Kansas City versus San Diego.
Kansas City.
This is a rivalry.
Yeah. I think it'll be a good game, but I think Kansas City will win.
I do too, because I think they're the best team in the NFL. Oakland versus Washington.
Oakland.
That's interesting, because I also. Uh-oh. Here's your bounce back game.
Yeah.
Dallas versus Arizona.
You know, it sucks that they have to travel on the road again to Arizona. But Cowboys should win this game. If they don't win this game, we're not going anywhere this season.
It'd be tough,
Yeah.
Okay, so someone's like, I was reading like the overview of the game or whatever after the game, and they're like, Dallas continues its super brutal opening run of the season against Arizona.
I saw that.
And I go, yeah, I mean, they might have a tough schedule, but I wouldn't put Arizona.
I think I saw that, and I think that the only reason why they did that is that they're traveling again. I think maybe, right? Because Arizona was not like a, oh no, it's Arizona kind of team.
Although they would have been.
Their defense is okay. Who you picking?
What do you mean, who am I picking? I'm picking Dallas.
Okay.
He's not an idiot. Because obviously Arizona's not good without David Johnson. You gotta have that you and I kick if you're gonna go anywhere, sucker.
Yeah.
Alright, that's it. I'm calling this.
Okay, man.
Thanks to Arcadian Brewing. Bra?
Emily! And you, Juice Nation.
Yeah, juice.
You
Get
guys
the
can listen.
juice out.
You listen to us on iTunes,
Or, if you wanted to, tune in radio
Google Play Music.
and Stitcher.
Yeah. Yes. Or you can watch our Twitch videos on YouTube. Deuce is Indie Hawk.
Or Twitch.tv. Peace!
Yeah. Hit us up on Twitter at
Yeah.
ProFBJuice.
Hashtag
Juice Nation.
Why don't you just go to that Facebook page, Pro FB Juice, brah. Or
Yeah.
you can go to profootballjuice.com/profootballjuice.com.
Yeah. We didn't get to talk about this very much.
Email us at profootballjuice@gmail.com.
Jeremy mentioned Ben McAdoo throwing Eli Manning under the bus. It was for a 4th and goal, a sloppy quarterback play on 4th and goal. I think what we're missing here is the fact that whoever is coaching the Giants is not Ben McAdoo, because that dude looks nothing like Ben McAdoo from last season. Have you seen him now? Like, he has slick back hair now, and he looks like he's been playing with the fucking mob for a year. It's just, he looks wildly different. I'm gonna show a side-by-side picture for you.
Do it. Oh, I know what he looks like. Because I'm a smart guy. But, no, I think you're right. Well, yeah, but he's got a point. Was sloppy quarterback play at so what are you gonna do?
Nothing.
Tell him the EAD. That's what I always say.
Hey. Deuces. That's him in 2016.
No wonder he's switching to a freaking chump.
This is him now, man. He just looks like.
Now he looks like a chump that got thrown into a Joe Pesci machine.
Yeah, like, just, I don't get it.
Came out swag on the other side.
Swag.
This is Bob Swagadoo.
Ben.
Oh,
Ben. Why did you say Bob?
Change his name. Old Bobby Swagadoo.
Oh, Bob.
Old
Bobby Swagadoo.
Old Bobby Swagadoo.
Swigadoo.
Swigadee. Swigadoo.
Just looked over at Emily, and I looked over earlier. She was peppy and awake. I looked over and just now she looked like she was about ready to fall asleep.
Oh, I've been nodding off the whole time.
Oh man, she enjoys the show.
I'm so tired.
Oh, yeah.
The first night with the dog, woke up every hour. Last night,